Hi, everybody. It's meteorologist Joe Cioffi. Weather in 5 days and 5 minutes on what will probably be a severe weather day here, Wednesday, August the 7th, 2019. And the atmosphere is very active for later today and into tonight, based on what we're seeing going on both on satellites and on radars and on the weather models. So we'll take a look. You can watch the loop, and you've got this flow. There's not really much that has changed, of course, in terms of the overall pattern for quite a while now. So you have this, flow of the jet stream that is running well south of normal, and more importantly, you've got these weather disturbances that continue to move along in that flow. We have one, of course, that went offshore with a wave of low pressure yesterday, but now we've got this system right in here that is headed eastward, and this has some pretty good punch to it. So we're going to be getting busy later on today with regards to severe weather. And speaking of which, the Storm Prediction Center is beefed up their forecast yet again. Slight risk now extending from the interior areas of North Carolina, running all the way up into western New England. So this includes much of Maryland, the eastern third of Pennsylvania, and all of New Jersey, back to western Long Island, western New England, and then all the way up into northeastern New York. And of course, you've got the marginal risk of severe weather that moves on either side of this. And I think it's going to wind up being a fairly busy day with respect to severe weather. Now, I'm just showing you the radar from this morning at 7 a.m. And you're beginning here at least to see the table being set with regards to some of the upper air disturbances that are moving along. There is a lead system here that is moving across New Jersey and into Long Island, or already has moved through New Jersey and moving across Long Island and southern New England. Now, sometimes what happens is when you get these renegade areas that run out ahead, they tend to relax the atmosphere. They tend to stabilize it a bit, taking a little bit of the juice out of it. But I think this is coming early enough where we're going to see ample daytime heating that will follow, and then you're going to be watching, the complex in western New York and the complex down in West Virginia as this weather front starts to swing eastward. And ahead of this, you're going to have this tropical south-southwest flow coming up the eastern seaboard. So all of this is going to lead to some big problems. And again, here's a tighter view of the slight risk, including cities like Harrisburg, Reading, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Washington, northeastward up through Delaware and New Jersey to Newark, New York City, and then we keep on going up through upstate New York to Albany and beyond, and through western Connecticut. And you can see where the marginal risk is: central and eastern Long Island, central and eastern Connecticut, into northwestern Rhode Island and parts of central Massachusetts. And the back edge runs to about State College in Pennsylvania. You can see where the back edge of that line is. So the bulk of the activity, we look at what the NAM is doing. The NAM model is doing this morning. It's firing up this first area that's going out, and then you're going to see some more later today. And then here comes the main line for tonight. Now, I will again emphasize, don't focus on what the models are doing specifically, because I could pull up all of them and they'll all have a different view as to what the upper air is going to, what the radars are going to look like. The bottom line is the risk area. So focus on this slight area, this area of risk. Marginal risk, by the way, means that you'll have thunderstorms around and that there'll be some isolated cells that could be severe. Slight risk means that you'll have scattered cells that will be severe rather than just isolated. You'll have clusters. There'll be more of them. And I think the big threat here is going to be for some downdrafts, gusty winds, and for heavy rains. Okay, so what happens going forward very quickly as far as what we can expect for the next 5 days. We get through this today, and then we have one more cold front to deal with for tomorrow. And once that goes through, and this front looks like it's going to go through mainly dry, this you can see it here. It reaches the coastline, and right behind it, northwest winds, high pressure coming in from the plains, and that is going to set us up for some really, really good weather here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You got this high that is coming out of Indiana. That's going to be moving eastward and keeping the weather nice. And I think it's going to keep humidity levels dry Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then we have another weak weather system that's going to be approaching for Monday. It looks like another a weak cold front that'll be coming through for early next week. So this is going to turn out to be another great weekend of weather. As far as temperatures are concerned today, we're talking about upper 80s to low 90s. How hot we get will determine the strength of these storms. We are also going to see highs tomorrow, mostly in the 80s. Some hot spots could push upper 80s, but then starting on Friday, we're looking at low to mid 80s. Saturday, we're looking at upper 70s to low 80s. And Sunday, we're looking for highs of basically between 80 and 85. And we're talking about virtually the entire area from Northeast Virginia through Pennsylvania on up toward New York City and into southern New England as far as that temperature profile is concerned. So keep it tuned right here later today with regards to severe weather developments, and you can follow them along on my free weather app, which you can download on Google Play or on the App Store. Just search Meteorologist Joe Cioffi or just plain old Joe Cioffi. There are links all over the place on Facebook, on my website to get you to the App Store or to Google Play. We'll have a regular live stream tonight. Will be severe weather dependent. Usually the live streams are at 7 o'clock Eastern time, but if there's a lot of severe weather going on, I might push it back to 8 o'clock Eastern time. So just watch for the announcement. Patreon members, you always get about a 3-hour heads up about when the live stream is going to be, and the chat board there will be open. All right, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.